Hello internet people. So you want to build your first website, but you're not even sure what is needed for a website. In this video, I'll explain what is a website and how they work. In addition, after this video, you will know what is needed to start a website and how much it will cost you. Because I know how you guys are with your money.
My princess. Ooh.
Tips with punch. Alright, so what is a website? In essence, a website is a bunch of files that are freely accessible through internet. That's all it is. Websites are created in a coding language called HTML, HyperText Markup language, which looks like this. And then your browser converts the HTML, images and videos to something more visual like this. Code and your content are stored on powerful computers that are called servers. They are called like that because they are designed to serve data. Essentially, they are like any home computer, but they have more power, they use more electricity, and they usually live in farms like this. And they are operated by dudes like this. Now you could buy your own server, set it up and use it for your website, but that requires a lot of time and really specific knowledge. Most people use web hosting providers that store the websites for them. Web hosting companies like
GoDaddy.com
or HostPapa. Okay, not sure I want to see a similar commercial from them. So both of these are like a hotel for your website. They are rent out a small portion of the server to multiple customers. This is more commonly known as shared hosting. The benefit of shared hosting is the cost. It's a fraction of a dedicated server. However, there might be hundreds of other websites on the same server. So the cheaper hosting providers are not as fast. If you have a large website, you will need several dedicated servers that work together to sustain the high traffic. For example, Google has thousands of servers just to host this bar. Crazy, right? Usually, even bigger companies don't actually own their servers, but they choose to rent them from web hosting services such as Amazon AWS and Microsoft Azure. Yes, Bill, we're talking about Microsoft, and no, we don't need the new Surface. Let's look at how does a website work. When you type in a web address in your browser contacts the server associated with that address. Next, the server sends some files back to your browser with the code and any other content such as images or video. Then, your browser decodes the HTML code and displays it in a visual way. Now, how does the browser know how to contact the right server? Well, each server has a unique IP address. Here is YouTube's IP address. As you can see, it's not easy to remember an IP address. This is where a domain name helps us humans to remember because each IP address is associated with a domain name. A domain name is part of the web address that you type into your browser. So for example, YouTube's domain name is youtube.com.
Oh, really?
Can you imagine if you had to remember all those numbers just to get to YouTube? Internet wouldn't work the same way. Now, to get your own domain name, you will need to buy it from a domain name registrar. In most cases, web hosting providers can do this for you. The job of domain registrar is to connect the domain name to the right IP address. This is done through the domain name system or DNS. In summary, DNS is a long list of websites and IPs that they are associated with. Luckily, you won't need to deal with DNS that much unless you're swapping web hosting providers, so don't worry about that right now. It seems many people confuse words website and domain. They are connected, however they are not the same thing. You can have a domain name, but without website and hosting, it won't display anything. The same thing goes for a website. If you have the code for a website but you don't have a domain name, no one will be able to access it. In summary, the domain name is your home address, but the website is your actual house. The website stores the code and the content, and web hosting is your landlord. Most people use content management systems, usually referred to as CMS, to manage websites without knowing any code. The most popular CMS is called WordPress, and about a third of all websites on the internet use it. Pretty much all web hosting providers have a one-click WordPress installation. I personally use WordPress on all my sites, and you should give it a try too. It's just so versatile. A bit like Arnie.
You are not you. You're me.
So what do you need to set up a website? Well, first of all, you need a domain name. It costs about $12 per year for a .com domain name, but most hosting providers provide it for free when you sign up with them. The second thing you need is a web hosting, which can cost as low as $3 per month during the first year and about $8 the following years. For example, I'm in process of moving from GoDaddy to HostPapa. If you want to see my hosting provider comparison video, a link will appear on your screen now. The third thing you need is code for the website. If you don't know how to code, I would suggest to use WordPress to set up and manage your website. There are free and premium templates, or also known as themes, which are really easy to set up, and there are thousands of design options to choose from. And besides, there's so many videos on YouTube that describe how to set it up and how to maintain it. There's a big community out there using WordPress. If you go for a premium theme, it will cost you about $50 to $70, and it's one-time cost. That said, in this video series, I will show you how to set up a free WordPress theme, so you don't need to worry about the costs right now. So in summary, the total costs are between $48 to $80 the first year, and then they will go to about $80 to $120 following years. So it's not that much to invest and gives you a bit of motivation as well. My name is Robert, and if you're looking to master the digital world while getting entertained, this is the channel for you. So hit that subscribe button and find the bell icon so that you get notified about new videos. Now, in the next video, I will help you to choose a domain name. For that, click on the first video. If you have a domain name and just want to start with installing WordPress, check the second video. Whoosh!